Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Over here at the Wow It's Bow channel, we have been working extremely hard reviewing Kairosoft titles and other underrated games to hopefully get them to a new audience. And in today's entry, we are spending some time browsing the catalogue of Mega Mall Story's offerings. Mega Mall Story is a unique Kairosoft game which is slightly different to its predecessors, but full of the same charm and level of detail we've come to know and love in these games. Will this title live up to the first 3 releases? Let's check out Mega Mall Story. Mega Mall Story is a management simulation game where you're in charge of developing the newest, hottest, upcoming mall in town. Bow's Mega Arcade is the finest mall I have ever shopped at.
Bow's Mega Arcade is the finest mall my tiny hands have ever shopped at. It's huge, believe me.
In previous titles, Kairosoft games are typically viewed from an upwards angle and a bird-eye view, but Mega Mall Story, on first glance, shows that this title is a bit different. Your job is to continually expand the mall of your dreams, expanding upwards into the sky and growing to add a whole variety of new shops to attract new customers. Let's check out the history of this title to see if this game was ported to English faster than any other releases. And wow, would you look at that? It looks like Mega Mall Story was the 7th Japanese Docomo title, skipping another handful of games to be ported to English internationally first. Fun fact, Pocket Academy actually beat out this game being ported internationally first before Mega Mall Story by exactly 1 position. It looks like Kairosoft had high hopes for both of these titles as they were prioritized over other releases. So let's just jump right into the game and shop what it has to offer. Mega Mall Story will immediately stand out as different to the previous titles at a first glance. The whole perspective of the game is completely different. Your mall will only expand primarily vertically and occasionally horizontally. This changes up the usual layout grid style of Kairosoft titles, but it still offers a huge array of customization and layout choices. Initially, your mall will only start with a humble 2 stores. In order to bring new customers to your mall, you can spend money on advertising campaigns and also invest in local nearby businesses, spreading publicity about the new best mall in town. Seasons are a staple in Kairosoft titles, and the seasons in this game in particular have a large impact on your customers and their spending habits. Throughout the year, there will be highs and lows in the customer influx. Throughout the holiday seasons, there will be a massive boost of customers as it's nearing the end of the year. But there are some unexpected economic changes too, like the Depression. Your customer is only able to spend $800 at their favorite cafe instead of their usual $1,000 plus. Talk about frugal budgeting. The prices in this game are actually pretty hilarious. They start out very small, but they will eventually get astronomically large. How do you even spend over $1,000 at a single store, let alone a cafe? Either they are selling gold flake coffees brewed in vintage coffee equipment, or these customers are secretly magicians for being able to stuff $1,000 worth of bread into one tiny present. Alongside seasonal events, it is also possible to trigger a burst in customers known as a fever by reaching a maximum popularity level of 100. This is a great and cathartic rush, seeing a huge increase in customers scrambling to buy out stock from all your stores. I didn't make this word up, by the way. I think the word choice I use here is super hilarious. Fever. I like to imagine that all the customers are extremely sick with a fever, but are so determined to shop that nothing is going to stop them. Woohoo! Fever time. We're all going to die. Another great feature of this game is the long-awaited and much-desired Move tool. Wow, it's finally here. In this game, you can actually finally relocate already built structures to new positions without needing to destroy them and build an entirely new one. This is the best thing that has ever happened to Kairosoft since Aures. A lot of Kairosoft games in particular are considered to be relaxing background games, not entirely requiring you to always be fully interacting with the game, paying attention every 2 seconds for it to progress. But Mega Mall Story in particular really ramps up this aspect a lot. It is the ultimate cookie clicker experience. But this isn't necessarily a bad thing at all. Mega Mall Story provides an even more relaxing experience as there isn't a huge amount that you need to manage at once. You can focus on one thing at a time, such as investing money in new areas to get new customers, just leveling up your stores by tapping on them and allocating new points, or buying plans for new shops and building them over time. While you focus on these little details and customize it to your liking, the rest of the game will just fall into place. The customers will continue to come in and you'll be able to keep making sales while you focus on what you like. It offers a more laid-back and casual experience, which a lot of players will either like or dislike a lot about this title. Moving on to the unique features, Kairosoft quirks, as I like to call them. For this title, there are a lot of returning features. One of the most prominent Kairosoft quirks in all the Kairosoft games is building combinations. and these are back for this game. Throughout the game you can buy plans from the shifty pumpkin salesman. Why is this guy always wearing a pumpkin? I want to know what he's up to. He's really seedy. Which details what shops are most compatible with each other, offering a lot of strategic benefit to correctly laying out your stores in certain layouts. You can also track all of your favourite customers and see what they get up to throughout their typical shop. Usually there is a fair few shops they'll visit each time. Each customer also has a favourite shop that they like to visit. Let's check out Mr. Accountant here. Looks like he likes places where he can relax. And he's going to the bakery? They must have some really relaxing muffins there. You can also check in on your staff. Let's have a look at this guy here. Grace Hannah. Service with a smile equals hearts? Whatever you say, man. This guy's trying to collect all of the souls from Undertale. If a customer is really pleased with them all, they can actually become a regular and unlocks bonus information about them, about what they like and the amount of visits that they've had. Let's have a look at this guy here, Jim Maxwell. He likes food, electricity, and entering doors? Okay, Jim, looks like we have more in common than I thought. I also enjoy those basic human rights that everyone should have. I also really like that you can see what made the customer satisfied with the mall. Like this guy here, number 10, Ben Donor. He's so satisfied with the vending machine. Just seeing those drinks pop down, he's like, I can never shop at another mall again. This is just too good. I gotta give it to him. Ben's a simple man, he knows what he likes. Sometimes when a new customer demographic is introduced to the mall, a shopper will occasionally offer a little gift. Let's have a look at this one here. Hey man, thanks for the donation. Not really required, as you could just buy stuff here and continue shopping. That would really help. But oh my god, $100,000? Who is this customer? Oh my god, that's Yilong Ma. Overall though, the game does have significantly less features compared to other titles and is more trimmed down a bit. Hell, they even removed customers having auras in this game. 0 out of 10. Worst game yet! How am I supposed to know that a customer is on a shopping streak if they don't spontaneously combust? Unbelievable. Moving on to the audio side of things, Mega Mall Story in particular does seem to have a very limited soundtrack. There are a fair few repeating tracks and overall, the music quality isn't as great in this title compared to others. Songs and style of music are very fitting for the style, but it is just a little bit too repetitive for my taste. Before you know, in no time you'll have massive upgrades to your mall and you'll be bringing in more customers than you know what to do with. You'll be able to upgrade a lot of facilities inside and outside your mall, such as building a bus station to deliver customers and also upgrading the movement speed with escalators. Later in the game, rival malls will also begin to pop up, attempting to take all of your hard-earned customers' loyalty. Don't worry, I have a plan. We're going to put up more sales stickers on our store windows than in EB Games. Keep placing those discount signs. I can still see some of those windows uncovered. I don't want to see a single fraction of window on there. The rival malls will provide a significant decrease in your regular customers, and you'll have to come up with a plan to bring back your hard-earned customers. A couple of great ways to do this is to hold sales and have as many store combos as possible. The new playstyle of Mega Mall Story is innovative for Kairosoft, and it was the first international release that actually focuses on vertical gameplay. While it is super fun expanding your mall to grow beyond the stratosphere, I do find it to be a little bit more limiting in what you can do design and layout-wise compared to the traditional format. Wow, that was one hell of a shopping spree. I enjoyed reliving Mega Mall Story again, as it was one of my first Kairosoft games I played, and it's great to see that it still does hold up really well. Now that we have gone through the game, let's cut to the final sale of this video, and leave a review. Mega Mall Story. Mega Mall Story is a neat simulation game that is a great example of a game that plays itself well done right. It's super engaging to continually unlock new shops to experiment with, manage huge amounts of customers coming through your front doors every single day, and competing with rival malls that open nearby. Mega Mall Story offers a unique approach to a simulation game by only really letting you expand your mall vertically and slightly horizontally, but it can feel a little bit limiting due to this factor. This will make you choose carefully how your mall is laid out and what shop to combo next to each other to maximize your layout. There are also a lot of great features such as seasonal shopping sprees, customer popularity spikes, and other events. It's a great time passer with lots of Kairosoft's usual charm. I rate this title 6 Mega Malls out of 10. Mega Mall Story is a solid title that is a great background game to kill time and enjoy and relax. The vertical building aspect of the game seems to limit the creative possibilities of this title compared to its predecessors, but this is really the only main issue I do have with the title. Overall, it is a super fun experience, full of lots of charm and love, and is a blast to play through, even on multiple repeats. Similar to other early Kairosoft titles, Mega Mall Story 2 was eventually developed and is a fully packed sequel to the game, which I will inevitably get to reviewing at some stage, and I really look forward to it. Thanks again so much for watching. If you would like to see more of my Kairosoft reviews, check out my Kairosoft reviews playlist on my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.